following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
In the same way you're going to feel bad if you kill some mutant because they're getting aggressive, are you going to feel any worse if you try to sensitivity talk to them and then someone is killed by them? If you thought you were going to have easy choices, you are in the wrong job. Now, Mr. Strong, I understand you don't care if anyone lives or dies.
That is not entirely the case. Well, who gave you that idea?
It's a little assumption we've been putting together based on your fight me, you won't attitude.
I will admit, my attitude in that regard has caused problems in the past.
It literally gave him a spoon on the body.
And once or twice, I may have caused potential harm to not just myself, but the people around. That is not acceptable, and I will be attempting to fix that behavior.
Oh my god, what? Are we in this simulation still?
I think just I'm in the simulation because everybody else is different.
He's a hologram person.
Hologram Derek better than real Derek.
It's just because I want you guys to stay alive.
Well, I'm glad you're making an effort.
Derek wants us to not die. That's the sweetest thing he's ever said.
True.
No, look at Derek. Wants us to not die. Yeah, I literally.
Well, I mean, if we all died, he wouldn't have anybody to hang around with and fight all the time.
Oh.
Damn straight.
Even if he does lose against us most of the time.
Well, there'll be a rematch. We'll have the doc on hand.
Are you training? Because I was seeing her running around on stone columns earlier. I think at the moment you're fighting an uphill battle.
I'm
While
training.
she's standing on stone columns.
I can literally make it an uphill battle.
Well, I guess that you guys are going to want to get out of here early so you can have a little break before your next super intensive class, which I believe is, flower arranging.
That's a joke, right?
Oh, of course it is. That wouldn't have any practical applications at all, unlike every other super awesome class you've done today.
I mean, I've seen certain applications for most of the classes, even if it's superficial.
Yeah, cooking was quite an explosive learning experience.
I kind of wished we had learned to sew. Then at least, minimum, if somebody got all tore up, we could try stitching the hole back up.
I mean, I was going to say, if nothing else, I could teach anybody who's interested how to repair holes in their own socks. I mean, that is a handy skill to have.
That's what
And it's
women
pretty
are
simple. I am a woman.
Right.
But every soldier in the military does it themselves too after they've learned, so...
I've just been getting new socks printed.
I mean, I suppose you can do that here at the student shop, but...
Jeff is like, thanks, but I already know how to do that.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but I don't have clothes.
I mean, you can just repair the ones that you make, right? If you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
form on yourself. If you get, cut, it's just seal back up.
Right, so for real, what's our next class?
You'll see.
I feel unsafe.
I feel too safe.
Well, welcome to your next class. Math. And don't worry, you've got the full 2 hours of this.
Good.
Yeah. You do math. Derek visibly sweating under the strain.
Come on, Derek. It's math. It's the backbone of physics. You need math to get physics.
That's why I'm here, not blowing this class off.
No.
Derek, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one will.
18.
We should actually have
shit.
to.
Oh, I literally had two, so it's 4.
Wow. Oh my God, Derek.
22.
I know, right? I'm like writing stuff down and getting it right, potentially, maybe.
I don't get it. I don't know. It's 13. What? That's supposed.
Hang on, let me have a look at that. Oh, let's see what you're doing. Let's see if I can. The first time Derek attempts to teach someone something. It's prisons, right?
No, it's int. It's math.
No, for a teaching.
Oh, no, you have to understand the problem first.
Oh, okay, well then 17.
Okay, now it's prison.
15 on the teaching.
Okay, so it's sine over hypotenuse, cosine over sine.
See, you got them around the wrong way.
Tangent over.
Try it out that way.
Be careful there, Derek. It took us an hour to teach, and once why
That's
Well,
a
a pound
cute
of-
angle.
a pound of feathers was the same weight as a pound of steel.
No! Look! It doesn't make sense! Steel is heavier than feathers!
Yeah.
Look, come to my room, I'll show you, asshole!
Well, that's just cheating.
I couldn't resist because Anne would. I could see Anne being in that mode.
Maths.
What do you think, Derek? What weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of steel?
Well, they're both a pound.
No, but feathers are lighter.
Yeah, but there'd be more of them.
If I was to drop a pound of steel on your foot or a pound of feathers, what would you rather have?
I'd rather have the feathers because it doesn't have the cutting edge.
See?
But that's not.
But a pound of feathers falls slower.
That's not how that works.
No, but it is, because it weighs bigger than shape.
I mean,
Literally is.
Bundled together, though.
I mean, yeah, feathers is going to be a lot more cleanup.
Well, no one said a ball made of feathers. That's different.
Is it?
Yeah, because then it doesn't have the feather properties slowing its fall. This is your fault.
And if you got feathers falling in a vacuum, you've got more problems than feathers falling towards your foot. You in a vacuum.
Harmony's just like, being trapped in a vacuum would not be so bad. Those bags are not so strong. I would easily break free.
Nice.
What?
Supposed to.
The phenomena of a vacuum. No,
No, but with one of your fists on my fist.
Crunch.
Not so hard. I mean, I can take it.
What are your intentions towards Miss Oceania?
One day I will beat the shit out of her.
Alright then.
I don't think she buys it.
I'm just glad we're past the point where she would think you literally were going to beat the shit out of her, or would start questioning that.
I've heard that phrase many times.
And I'd need a Dungan Trident for that.
You would die.
You know, it's not too advanced a shape.
So, the inner American comes out.
What?
You and your hillbillies with your Dunning tridents.
Well, I mean, I've always got one at hand. Tink on the floor. The distinct sound of 4 prongs hitting there.
Strong.
Yeah.
Trident. 3.
Yeah, but pitchfork. 4.
Trident. 3.
Yes, but I believe you were stabbed with a pitchfork.
With 3 tines.
Was one broken?
Yes.
Oh.
Trident. I know what a trident means. I'm not that idiot.
Okay, hang on. The distinct sound of 3 tongs hitting the ground.
Cringe, Derek. Cringe.
Eh,
Cringe Derek. Yeah, that's a good name.
don't you fucking do.
It was going to be Cringe Derek or Mr. Trade. It's definitely Cringe Derek. Tried, Bob.
Click. Click.
Matt.
Click.
I hope his response is never shoot me.
This math is
doesn't
going
work.
on too long. Why is this one a little long classes?
Because we hate it.
This is almost as bad as the stupid new classes.
And now it's time for your life skills class.
What the fuck are life skills?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Alvin, because now you're going to learn how to use all those life skills you will need in your day-to-day DMV officer life, such as how to change a diaper, proper toilet hanging orientation, and taxes.
Over.
Actually, under. It's
No,
the government-approved manner.
But over. No.
Oh my god, are you disagreeing with the government? It looks like we've got sedition here.
She's the hologram.
This is what breaks Roxanne of authoritarianism. No!
Over. Over.
Do we have a break now?
I think after this class, probably.
Well, Stephanie will just butt up against Roxanne and be like, so, you wanted to talk to me about something, and I'm presuming it's got something to do with my inexcusable behavior recently.
It was to do with Dex, but haven't you two worked that out?
I'm not really sure how I feel about that.
Well,
I mean, it's pretty obvious that I like him, and you know that.
mhm.
And it's also pretty obvious that he's reasonably trustworthy and that... I don't know.
He likes you too.
I'm... Really?
No, but what I mean is, he doesn't just like you superficially or for your body or all that. He actually likes you.
Stupid psychics. Anyway,
And I was just going to say that you were being pretty harsh on him, considering you were blaming him for the exact same thing that you were doing to him.
Yeah, but... No, but you see, when... But you see, conversely, when I...
Or maybe
You see,
that's why
situationally, because...
Maybe that's why you were so angry, because deep down you really knew that you were the same, and that angered you.
But furthermore, I mean... pursuant to that point you were making,
Give it a rest, Stephanie. It's already out in the open now. You might as well just...
Not a whore.
No one said you were.
Why not? Anyway, we
you're
need to
not.
talk about you and your problem.
Well, if you want to, yeah. I mean, I specifically send out those surveys for a reason.
Huh? I never got one. I was in a tube.
Oh, true. It'll be on your terminal.
Right, I've been avoiding going back to my room because I've been told there might be an air horn or something that goes off.
Oh, so the surprise party thing, yeah.
You're not supposed to tell people about surprise parties. They stop being surprises.
Yeah, but it's already too late now. And
Great, now I'm not going to get cake. Thanks. I like cake, you know that, right?
everyone likes cake.
We haven't
I
been to
think.
Shamakonda. We don't know her. We can't get cake.
I mean, you must have known about it if you already know about them.
Yeah, he warned me about it.
Well,
But
then-
I didn't know it was related to parties.
Well,
Look, I'm just going to pretend I don't know, because
Okay.
otherwise he's just going to hate you more.
okay,
Now, we need to talk about your problem.
sure.
Right, so...
What, in the middle of class with everyone else?
No, we're away here.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go to the next class. I'm afraid of it, so I'm hoping we can just skip it in time.
What is the next class?
Sluting. I don't go to that one, so
But I do.
I had to drop it. Well, off you go, and I'll just stand here looking at the sky.
Well, I'll meet you out, before dinner and after the...
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm sure you're fine. It's okay.
You sure? We'll talk.
Oh, Lord.
And I'll go to saluting. Of course, if the class ends up just not being saluting at all and gets some kind of liberal, wishy-washy coat of paint over it, then I'll just leave and go back to see Stephanie.
Well, let's resume our class on enhanced interrogation techniques. Now, I hope you've remembered from last time. I know it's been a while. Oh, right. Yes, I was. Right. And so you have that class. I don't fucking know how they do it, so I can't stick through it. And I know how James Bond spies do it, but, like, surely that's not how it really works. Which, of course, is going to be down to what flavour you prefer. Right, any final questions before I begin class? Good.
Well, thanks, Miranda. That was informative.
Well, that's the point.
I have one question, but it's more just like, so were you asked to water down this class at all and you just didn't? Or is this class being largely ignored by these new pencil pushers?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even know they came in different flavours.
Well, anyway, enjoy your next class. Trust me, things may have been easier back in the McClintock era, but there were problems with that too.
Well, from my admitted limited experience, it seems like the main problem with the McClintock era was more what they did with mutants after they were brought in, not so much their means of bringing them in.
Well, you're right. Letting that public was a mistake. Off to your next class, off you go.
Which is...
Your worst nightmare.
I've already done math and computers.
Computer math.
Sociopolitics.
Oh. That's not
And
so-
why American capitalism is wrong and communism is the future.
Wait, what?
See, the problem with the military-industrial complex is that evil military people are allowed to get away with evil things and prop up industries of warmongering and evil, whereas in communism, nothing's ever gone wrong.
I'm leaving this class. This is my chance to talk to Stephanie.
At the back of the class. Melt. Door.
So the three of you are just outside. Stephanie's like, "Can I bum a cigarette?" Oh, right, none of us smoke. Kind of feels like we should, huh? That class sucks. I'm not going in there. I don't need to sociopolitic. Look, the problem isn't systems, it's people. There are bad people and good people. Well, there aren't even really that, but you know, right? People are just people. They're just trying to get along. Some people choose to destroy a bunch of things, and we need to stop that.
Sounds like you should be teaching the class.
I'm too stupid. No one who's made the horrible life choices I've consistently made should be teaching anyone fuck about shit.
I don't know, maybe you've learned from those lessons and
I
have
ain't
some
learned
knowledge.
nothing, never.
Really?
Yeah, cool. Could you handle an order of whiskey enough for the crate people?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I don't know, but I was just wondering if we could do it. It's probably like a 10-year-old, 20-year-old, maybe 25 bottles.
Oh, don't worry about 25. That's going to take a little time, but yeah, I think I can do it. Anything for you, Alvin.
Okay, cool. Catch you cats later. And it just walks off.
What's up with him?
Not spending time around Stephanie.
Yeah. She still gets to ask the question. And what's up with him?
I don't know.
What have you done?
I have the feeling this ain't me. In fact, Alvin and I have been, I'm not going to say necessarily getting along better, but we haven't really been butting heads at all the last few days. We've been agreeing with most of the shit that's going down. In fact, we pretty much left the class at the same time. Anyway, you want to talk?
No, I'm good.
Wait, really?
I have to go get a bunch of whiskey.
Oh, so you don't want to talk?
I mean, unless you feel like it's something you want to get off your chest.
I want everybody to be honest with me about how they feel. I want to improve myself.
I just think there's a happy medium in the middle there, somewhere. Like, we're still learning, I guess. Like, I feel that we're not a military organization. No one signed up for that.
No, we're not. And I admit that.
Hell, useless bitch.
Now, I think I've said this to some other people. We're still learning about exactly what the rules here are. So my default, when there's still gaps that need filling because we haven't been taught them, is for me to go with what I do know. So that's what I do.
Good old bad numbers.
But I'll let you sort out your whiskey then, if that's a priority there.
I mean, I'm going to have to get onto it. I don't think there's that much time. Can't seem he's up full of these sad reprobates that didn't leave.
Just through the duration of that lesson, I'll just, whenever the teacher is like explaining something to someone or walking somewhere, I'll just make a stick and like push a book off a desk or move a chair.
Noisome misdeeds then.
Maybe they'll think the place is haunted and leave.
I think God classes are over. Oh my god.
Alvin just turned into that pot plant and has been hiding in various facilities. Can't be caught wagging.
I should have just left when everyone else did. That was awful.
Good thing I didn't listen to anything they said.
Can't believe they're teaching to be a goddamn red. Right in the classroom and everything.
That's why
What's
I left.
happening on Earth?
I'm surprised he said red! It's a red!
Well, it's over for now.
I wasn't putting up with that. That's why I left.
No, no one's allowed to talk against America, are they?
Nope.
Except for their stance on correct toilet paper procedures.
Underhand, though, but then it's going to rub up against the wall. It's going to get all kinds of contaminants on it. Overhand just makes more sense.
Overhand makes way more sense.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right.
Look, I ain't finna be changing all the toilet paper to underhand so it can rub up against all the germ-filled walls and everything.
I can put up with a certain amount of criticizing America, but I ain't going to be told that being a red is the way to go about things.
You can put up with criticism of America?
Here and there.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Pot plant shake. Bullshit.
Wait, what? Alvin, is that you? Oh my lord, there were two of them right beside. I should have. Alright, you can berate me now. I didn't realize they were there. Wanda, you're useless. You spend less time with computers and more time with plant analysis.
She couldn't chastise a herald of the Lord such as yourself.
Seriously?
It'd just be unconstitutional.
Oh, well, classes are over. I guess it's dinner time.
Food. Substitute.
Woo. Powder.
Alvin, can I talk to you before we head to the mess?
Damn, I revealed myself too soon. Sure.
Do we get to stick around for the argument?
Not
Oh,
an argument,
please.
no.
Do we get... Guess we're going to leave him alone then.
Yeah, I guess. They will rappel down from whatever level we are on to the mess level.
So at least he didn't slide down on an invisible slide.
That does look fun, though.
It was.
Oh, so Alvin, I promised back on the battleship when we landed, I promised Wanda a whole army of 40k miniatures, and Dick seemed to think that I promised a little bit more than maybe you can explain exactly what I promised her.
Okay. This topic has already come up. Why do you want to get her more for Warhammer stuff?
Because it was a promise I made to her.
Not good enough. If that's your answer, I'd say no. So, why are you interested in getting her more Warhammer stuff? I'm fishing for a correct answer here.
But that's exactly what it was. I was like, you, if you do this for me, Wanda, if you can pull this off, I will get you an army of... It was like a promise I made to her to try and encourage her.
The correct answer is for Wanda. Not because I is for Wanda.
Yeah.
Okay. It's you probably haven't done any digging into her, but we've been trying to reacquire an army that she gave up, her Sisters of Sororitas. She got them from her father from less than legal means, and she's been feeling guilty about owning them, and she sold them and has been trying to buy them back. And we thought she was doing such a great job, etc., that we've been trying to find where she sold them and buy them all back on the sly and give them back to her because we really value her and wanted to give them back to us. So if it's
good to know.
If it's we value you, thank you for your service, here's these, it's fine. If it's just you promised you were going to get her, it's less meaningful. So if you're down with this is for Wanda for services rendered and we appreciate you, that's cool. If it's just I want to keep my promise and buy her an army, I would suggest just buying her another army.
I mean, I'm up for both because the answer for me is both. I do appreciate her a lot and everything.
Okay, well, I have to admit I am low on funds because I bought a Tau army to fuck with someone. So,
what do you need?
I have located some of the stores where her stuff has been sold and moved around to. I got a receipt and a bunch of the boys wrote down places for me to call and find them. I just have to have a day off, go around all these places and start buying the various bits back that haven't already been sold.
Do you need me to get you a leave of absence?
Basically, a pass and probably
That's what I mean.
A whip round of a few more funds or something to afford them. I'm going to assume they charge in more than they paid her for them.
Do you have a ballpark figure?
No, but I bought a whole army for, what was it, it was about just under 500. So buying back her army, I suppose hers are painted.
What if I gave you 1,000 from my funds from
It's got to be under 1,000.
No, but I mean, just give me back the change.
Yeah.
You're talking about an entire army, meticulously high quality painted. Is not going to be under 1,000.
Oh my god.
With rarer units in it than would be in your standard army.
And these have been bought up by people who are going to want more to cover them up. It's not going to be under 1,000 per. I'm telling you.
The only metric Alvin will have is he bought his unpainted ones, and that's under $500.
So we'll still have to wing it this way, because as far as our characters know, this is what we believe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you 1,000 out of the student shop. And I'll get you a pass. Will you need in the boss to help out with this? Or
I've been avoiding... Pekerson and Weeks know that I'm looking to acquire something, but they think it's just like a doppelganger of her army, not that she sold hers. So I've been keeping them kind of out of the loop.
Okay, is there anybody else you want to take with you to help out with this, Dan? Or do you just want to do this alone?
Actually, Roxanne, the only other person I know that might be able to negotiate and also knows a little bit about Warhammer, at least as much as me, is honest to God you.